unreadable person. Hello and welcome back to MZ Fox's Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the BYD K9RA Gemilang ECORANGE. Now these ECORANGEs have only 4 in the entire fleet of transit systems in the West. Now these buses, I'm pretty sure were prototypes or they were demonstrators for the upcoming, that has now already been delivered, BYD D9RA's ECORANGEs.
Now it is time to listen to this beautiful sounding bus.
At the moment, I'm a little bit sick, got a cold, so I'm trying to not sound like a dying old man. So maybe that's why I sound a little bit light-hearted right now. Right, so first off, good leg space. Even though I'm a child and my legs are smaller, there's still quite a lot of space for adults, which I can tell right off the bat. There are stop buttons all over the bus, on the side of the windows, stuff like that. No, not just poles. And what I like about bucket seats are that you can actually grab onto them, unlike bench seats. Bench seats you can, but you can't have a good enough grip compared to bucket seats, whereas bench seats you can only grab a little bit on the top, whereas bucket seats you can actually grab onto the entire, the thing you hold onto the bus, instead of having to grab onto poles and stuff like that. You have a better grip on those because you're full on holding them, It's like you're actually grabbing on rather than just trying to hold onto a bench seats thing. I don't know what they're called. I forgot. The fleet numbers I know of and I have seen and got are 8105, 8104, 8106, and 8107. Those are the only 4 fleet numbers. Now, one of them are actually repainted into the blending BYD D9RA electric bus livery. So, I think it's 8106 or 8107. So, one of those two are quite hard to find because they're going to be very well blended in with the other electric buses. Because the distinct physical feature that you can see on the BYD K9RAs is that most of them are still in the Transport for New South Wales livery. Meanwhile, the other BYDs are either in that livery, which is not as common, or in the electric bus livery. So if you were ever worried that when the electric buses come in, for whatever reason, that there will never ever be a rare bus, well, there you have it. This is how they're made. There's one demonstrator UTOL, which at one point will be, well, it already is quite rare, so why not? But with so many other buses, there's gonna be even rarer, maybe. And there's gonna be these 4 BYDs, so there you have it. That's how rare buses are made, I guess. Demonstrator, prototypes, that's how they become rare. There we go. So if you were wondering, maybe there's never going to be a rare bus and buses won't have as good of a, well, thing. You know what? Never mind. So this is what I was talking about with the bucket seats that I actually do enjoy. Is that, see how you can grab it and you can grab it, it's better. Like, you have more grip, you can hold, you won't lean, you won't, well, you can see for yourself if you get one of these. A few features are that the windows have white around them rather than grey, so I don't know if drivers will have a good time at night when the lights are on, but whatever. I do actually enjoy these a lot more than the BYD K9RAs. Now, my reason for this is a bit weird, is that I like this one because it's louder. The engine, or well, not the engine, the motor, you know, the electric sound is so much louder. I love that. And it's not as ugly, if that makes sense. I don't like the grey, it's an ugly grey they put on the BYD, the other ones. There's a very grey walls. Also, hello again, it's me from about 4 weeks later, after I'm sick. Yeah, I abandoned this project for a bit. Ignore it though. I was actually getting really bored, but suddenly I got the motivation to continue on this BYD electric bus review. So, yeah, I've got the motivation, and while I have it, I'm going to use my advantage and make it. Because, well, I need storage on my phone, and there's not much. Also, I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, so please subscribe. And something might happen at 1,000 subscribers. You just don't know what it is, because I won't tell you. But I might drop down hints the closer we are. At the moment, I am on 937 subscribers while I am speaking now. Also, a K9RA just passed by on the other side, if you saw that. And yeah, so the bus, like I said, maybe, I don't remember, I didn't really watch through this again. It's louder than the other electric buses, and it's brighter than the other electric buses, and well, these are my favorite ones out of all the other Gemilangs, well, ECORANGE Gemilangs that have this specific body of buses. Actually, I remember when I first got this bus, it was on the 389 once, and it was when they were very, very new, and I think it was only a week after they had started doing public route testing, and it was actually quite an interesting thing to be on, because, well, they were the first bus I ever went on that had interior boards that actually worked. Well, at least it worked on the 389. These specific buses don't commonly run on the 440 and other Leichhardt services, On the weekdays, they only run on the 389 and sometimes on the 470 or 438X, but during the weekends, they tend to explore a bit more and go on the 440, 438X, 470, 504, and maybe the 502, depending. Now, the reason why they don't do many routes, I'm pretty sure, last time I checked on the page, was that they want to keep these buses near the Leichhardt depot, or at least operate it on routes that go near the Leichhardt depot, because they're still keeping an eye on these, since for some reason they're still not reliable enough. I guess because they were the demonstrator buses. I watched through a little bit and I kept saying demonstrator. The reason why I was saying that was I was trying to put a pun, because in the UK they have these buses called stratas. They're mini buses, and I was trying to make demonstrator go with demonstrata or strata, and then I said demonstrator, but the pun wasn't very obvious. But we're commencing the end of our journey really quickly as we're arriving into Central Station, or well, almost Railway Square, really. So we will say goodbye to this bus very soon, but I'd like to say something really quickly. This is a very good bus, I must say, right? I wish I could see it on more routes, and actually, really quickly, I don't know, many people won't agree. It's okay if you disagree, but I really wish that every company became one bus company again, like State Transit Authority, because I'd love to see the different buses go on different routes. And sometimes I'm not a fan, because I'd love to see these Gemilang electric buses on routes like, I don't know, 350, oh god, 353 is an historic route now. Or see a custom denning on like the 438X, or see a Volvo B12 BLE Volgren CR228L on, I don't know, the 440, or anything like that. Just wish every company became one again, because then the variety of buses are so much better. And I wish depots started commonly doing each other's routes, where they weren't assigned specific ones. Now, for that, I understand that, but I understand why they don't do that, but I just wish that some depots just got a better mixture of buses. But now we say goodbye to the BYD K9RA, and well, we get off. Now, this is a very comfortable bus. I rate it a solid 8 out of 10, or 9 out of 10. Maybe an 8.5 out of 10, because, well, I feel generous today. But it's a very, very good one. I wish they made more of these, and I get that these are made to not be loud, so I guess this bus defeats its own purpose. But I do also like that it's on top of the windows, it's just pure black rather than full livery. Ah! He stole the show!